This is my BTS setup for solo creatorpreneurs, people looking to make a living by selling their service or maybe just sharing their work outside of what they're just actually shooting. Now, this isn't just for videographers, photographers, this is also for people who are making art, selling a service in general. I'm starting to realize how important BTS footage actually is in documenting and making the case of both looking back from where you're coming from and where you're headed to be. And in that case, the first setup I've been messing around with is this neck setup, but we actually run into a few issues. So the original setup for this neck mount has this MagSafe attachment right here. And I am the type of person that likes to have control of the footage, so I like shooting with my Blackmagic cam. Now, a lot of you, it doesn't really apply to a certain extent, but I like having control again of the footage. I am taking a lot of inspiration from Gaku's behind the scenes video and their filmmaking. I'll probably put a link in the description, but his build is a bit more different because that one is more MagSafe dependent and mine isn't. But the issue that you run into is that if you have a filter kit that I have, putting it on is almost too sketchy or too difficult on the thing. So you either have light leaks or it just doesn't fit as flush. So one thing that camera manufacturers can do is actually just make the MagSafe thing a little bit slimmer, but that might compromise the magnetic. So with the neck mount, what I did differently is put one of these. It's basically for the phone, and I put it like that. So now I have control with the Blackmagic app. So I'll probably have it on the screen, the total build for this and what I did, but it comprises of an action mount that a lot of the GoPros uses. And then I went with a male adapter for it and then attached it to a basic like phone mount that you can get from like your tripod, like you can get from Amazon. So you can use any, but I think the important one is having this adapter right here so that you can use most of your stuff. I'll have it in a whole post or whatever on Substack so that you guys can see, and no, I'm not going to put affiliate links on it. I just don't have the time to do that right now. But yeah, so that's the neck mount that I'm going for. So the benefit of the neck mount is how free you can get it to get in your position and then start doing what you're doing. So let's say you're trying to make cooking videos, or maybe you're trying to do stuff with your laptop. You can definitely show it with this angle, and then you hit it with a 0.5 or maybe even just the 1x zoom with your iPhone, and then you're pretty much set. That's the beauty of having the neck mount. And then it gives you the perspective from here down. But you can also, because if you have the rotating mount, the one where you can adjust with your tripod, then you can have it almost like front facing, or maybe you can even have it facing up, and then it shows your face. So that's the beauty of having the neck mount. But you don't have to get this specific neck mount. There's a lot of options available on Amazon and just in general. I won't be putting name brands to try. You just go figure it out for yourself. The next thing that I found that is way quicker to set up than the neck mount was again suggested from Gaku's video, and then I have my own personal mount that I put on it, the action mount, because his original build had MagSafe on it, and I wanted to have control. So this one. So the pros of this is that it's very fast to use. The issue is that you can't talk. So if you are doing like commentary, you're doing behind the scenes photos, you're doing behind the scenes with what you're doing on, for example, like freelance, then you're not able to talk or do commentary on what you're doing, which would be the benefit of the neck mount if you are the type to do some commentary. But if you're just getting some basic BTS footage, I think this is the most simple one, and also it gives you a good angle of what you're sort of seeing from your head. Now the next BTS mount that I really enjoy using is also this smaller magic arm mount. Usually a lot of the magic arm mounts are around 9 inches. I got the 6-inch one so that I can get a more funkier point of view. I also have the 6 inches one, but the key difference here is this MagSafe attachment that I put on there. Again, all of this will be in the description down below. But I only use this whenever I plan on not using the filters on the camera. So I have to be very intentional. Sometimes I can use the Blackmagic cam without the filter because maybe it's indoors or maybe I don't need it in general. but again, it won't work with that your MagSafe attachment. So that's one of the biggest issues with a lot of filmmaking kits these days, is that it doesn't fit MagSafe if you have filters on it. But again, this will give you that funky point of view, and it will also give you that sort of static point of view of your camera, where when you're moving it, I'm probably showing clips again with B-roll on it right now, but it looks pretty sick. And the last mount that I wanted to talk about is any mount that you can attach to your camera so that it becomes a 2-in-1 with your phone. So this one is a MagSafe camera mount. You can do something similar as well with these. So don't think that you have to buy all these accessories that we're talking about. So all you need are like screws to fit onto your, for example, cage, or maybe into your hot shoe mount, and then put it on top. So any camera accessory that has attachments to it, you can put on like that, and then your phone will go on top of it, and then it will get you footage of what you're shooting. Now for this one, it's more so capturing the scenes that you're capturing as well, not necessarily BTS unless you turn it to you. So if you're shooting like this, obviously you need to turn it like that, and then it will be you being shown on the video rather than the subject that you're shooting. But these are sort of like clever ways that you can get through it. So like that, and then you can show yourself. So this is the cage. I'm using the A7C II right now to film, but it's going to be like that, and then it's showing you or whatever you're doing. Some key tips for BTS footage. I find that a lot of people actually use 0.5 and 1 as their 0.5 zoom, meaning that they're using the 13mm lens on the iPhone and also the 24mm lens on the iPhone as their sort of way of displaying the overall field of view and the information around. Now, honestly, this video was more of me trying to reach out to people who make filmmaking kits and to make their MagSafe thinner so that I can use the filters surrounding it. Not a lot of people talk about this. I paid for all of this. So with me paying for it, I'm finding the issues with it, and a lot of people on the internet are not talking about these issues, maybe because it was sent to them and they really don't want to talk about it. But again, these are the issues that you run into when you buy kits like this. So filmmaking iPhone manufacturers, send me stuff so I can talk about it, and then I'll criticize it and give feedback. Or maybe you guys won't, because, that's not what people usually do. Anyways, this was just to explain a lot of the mounts that I use to capture the BTS. If you guys have more interesting mounts, put them down below. There's a lot of options with using action cameras, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, a lot of others. But one of the best ones I can suggest, actually, just get a friend to shoot for you. But again, solo filmmaking is more common these days because people are introverted. A lot more people are just like shy. They don't want to bother their friends. So that's why I'm coming up with these sort of mounts so that you can integrate them into your setup. From what looks weird to the best one, I would definitely recommend the neck mount, but it does get attention time to time. So the mouth mount is a bit more discreet. And then the least discreet, the most discreet one would be just attaching it to your camera. But again, to each their own. And if you guys enjoyed that video, click on one of these, and I'll see you guys there when I see you.